sorry for the ahoy meteor. Sorry for the delay. I had to get a little rage off my chest. I got some news and I wanted to vent with my sister about, or not my sister, my friend, about my sister. Stuff was going down, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. We're gonna have chill vibe times. I hope this audio is not too loud, but I like to have some background music, you know, while I work. Helps get the creativity a-flowing. So as you can see here today, we have a lovely little friend over here. This is Moo Rai. Let me see if I can pull up his Twitter so you may be able to see exactly who this person is. Where's my references? References, there you are. Right. Yeah. Make it a little bigger. So there you go. This is Moo Rai, a little snow leopard VTuber, and I was commissioned to basically furry-fy him, which is what I did. Just like Wispy's design, he wanted kimono style too, so I made him a sweet little guy, a little bean, a little pal. And though we're gonna work on line arting this today, and hopefully getting to coloring and maybe even finishing it. If not, I will probably do it off stream. But for now, let's hang out. Let's have some vibe time. Tell me about your day. How's it going? Oh, and also shout out to Felix. I'll have to show you guys at another point if you haven't seen on my Twitter. My Nakara hoodie came in and it's fantastic. I'm in love and I want to wear it all the time. So thank you, Felix, for making my beautiful hoodie. You've made my dreams come true. I am going to cry. No, actually, this needs to go even lower. Hell yeah, there we go, there we go. That's better. So let's get this bread, gamers. Who doesn't love a cute little snow leopard pal? And then shoo. Oh, no, that one didn't work. Other way around. Let's try going backwards. Better. I love when that happens. Sometimes you just have to like do a line multiple times in order to get it right. You love making it eee. I'm glad. I was hoping it wouldn't be too annoying for you. Just going to lurk and play some Genshin. Oh my god, I haven't played Genshin in forever. I actually was looking at my stream elements today, and they're like, "Hey, you have a pending sponsorship." Like, if for anybody who does streaming and knows and uses stream elements, every so often they'll come to you and be like, "You have a pending sponsorship," and I'm like, "Oh boy, I wonder what it is." Even though I never do the sponsorships, at least not yet. And they're like, "Oh, it's for Genshin Impact Mobile," and I'm like, "Oh, cool, that's right. There's a mobile version." And it's like, yeah, you have to do these things. Because basically, at least for those kind of sponsorships, they're like, you have to do a certain number of things, and then, like, bada bing, bada boom, you get the stuff. And I was debating on doing it, but I honestly don't play Genshin enough anymore. Like, I still hop on occasion, but it's just not really the vibe lately. Lately, the vibe has been Valheim for me, and I am obsessed with it. Which is why I'm so excited to be playing with Shamanic tomorrow. So if you guys, if you all are interested in Valheim at all, you should definitely tune into the stream tomorrow for me and Shamanic Wolf, hopefully taking on the Elder. Cause I took on the Elder for the first time 2 days ago, and wow, it was not what I was expecting. It was a good fight, don't get me wrong. It's not like it's a bad fight or anything. It's just it did not go great for us. So for context, when I went to go fight the Elder with my friend, I was fighting with Kiko, if you guys know who the Lonely Kitsune is. I had managed to convince him to play Valheim whether he liked it or not, and of course, like, I was like, hey, we need to go fight the Elder at some point. And I drag him in. Oh, it's Moo Rai! You're here, welcome. Welcome into the stream. You can see your boy being crafted before your very eyes. while you listen to me rant about Valheim and how my fight went horrendously wrong. And then we get here, and then we'll go up, and I gotta make the noise shoo, and then... Gorgeous! Yes! I love when that happens. So I drag Kiko in, and I'm like, hey dude, you know what, we gotta fight the Elder today, because we'd been searching. It's so beautiful! He's just here, he's just like, hello. Hello, I love you. Please give me head pets. I can't wait, I'm so excited to get his eyes. Oh, it's gonna be so good. So I had made us a house. I had been working on the house solo very often in this game. Sorry if my face goes wonky, and my camera does not like to pick up my face from this angle. Unless, hold on, let me try that. Worried if no, too high. No, camera, please, stay where you are, don't move. There's nothing for my camera to grip on the back of my tablet, so let's try that. So I unfortunately drag poor Kiko in, and I'm like, first of all, I'm like, look at the house I made pretty stuff for the house, it's great. And then I'm like, we're gonna go find the Elder, I'm gonna craft us a boat, or, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm like, we gotta go find the Elder today, so let's raid a bunch of dungeons. I had made us all bronze gear, so we're all, like, decked out. And we start running around, raiding all the nearby tombs. We couldn't find his, it's called I'm gonna say it wrong. It's either a Veg Vizier or a Veg Vizier, I'm not sure how you say it. Couldn't find one in the dungeons, so we're like, oh shit, well we're gonna have to, like, look around, maybe get a boat. Because I noticed there are some nearby islands. So we craft a boat, head over to the nearby islands, get into the Black Forest, first dungeon, finally find it. And I'm like, oh, bless, because I have never faced the Elder before, and I'm, like, super excited for this. I'm so hype. The only thing I know about him is he's, like, a tree man. So he's, like, big, tall tree man. So we get the map, and we're like, okay, time to gear up, time to get in the boat. So we grab our stuff, grab our gear, load up into the boat, and, you know, sail off into the great beyond. And, then we finally get to the map, set up a mini base, make a workbench, that's the key here. I made a workbench and nothing else other than beds and a chest. For those of you who play Valheim, you might know where this is going. So we get it. I managed to, like, kill a bunch of Grey Dwarf brutes and stuff. Get the seeds. And it's... Oh, that's the wrong button. And it's all set. We're ready to go. It's like, okay, time to fight this bad boy. Time to get this fight. Get the spread gamers. Trigger the fight. It's going pretty well. You know, still learning his attacks because I did not research beforehand what he does. And get him to, like, a 7th and 8th of his health. Like, I got him low. And that's when I'm like, hey, Kiko, I ran out of fire arrows. Can you, like, you know, keep his attention? Because I didn't know if he despawned if we left the area. And he's like, it's cool, it's fine. Even though poor Kiko's died by, like, 10 times at this point. So I go back to the place, and I go to start trying to craft my arrows. And, I look in the workbench, and I'm like, huh, that's weird. I can't craft anything right now. Like, can't craft my arrows. What's going on? And I look up the recipe, and it's like, you need a workbench 2-star for this. And I'm like, okay, what do I need to make it a 2-star again? And I needed flint. Now, that doesn't sound like a big deal. It is, because flint in this game only appears in areas that, in the meadows, I think it is the plains or the meadows, I'm not sure which one. I think it's the plains, that have water. Which, in this, like, area where we made our mini-base was not a whole lot. There was not a whole lot of water around. And you need 10 flint. You need 10 flint to make a workbench 2-star. So I'm running around, like, poor Kiko is screaming in the background. because he's trying to keep the elder busy, do a little damage because, as I later found out, he was regenerating health. He was just regenerating health, and I'm like, oh shit, oh fuck. I'm about to give up, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna look in this abandoned village. Hopefully, there'll be a flint in the chest. And Odin smiled upon me and gave me a flint. He's like, here, my child. You've been trying so hard. I will help you this one time. Gave me a flint. I craft the arrows. Finally, run back. Finally, like, get Kiko out of there. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna kill him. Kiko comes back just as I down the guy. And we're like, okay. Cool, it's now like almost 1 in the morning on a Monday night, and I'm like, I'm tired. I want to go home. Let's just, you know, hop in the boat, get the fuck out of here, call it a night. So we head down to where the boat is parked. On the way, I get in the boat and then I hear Kiko screaming. I'm like, why are you screaming? He encountered 2 trolls. Well, it was 1 troll, then it became 2. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I get the boat turned around, and I'm like, here. Like, jump in the boat, we're just gonna fucking leave. Little did I realize at that point, my friends, the water is shallow here in this little river. So the trolls can very easily just walk up to the boat and start smacking it. And I'm like, shoot him with your bow! Shoot him with your bow! And he's like, my bow is busted! I can't! And I can't let go of the boat or else the trolls are gonna eat our butts. So, we eventually both die. And our boat is crushed. And I'm like, for fuck's sake. So I have to build a new boat. A new shitty raft. Because I can at least build a shitty raft. We get in the shitty raft. Like, it's the middle of the night at this point. Kiko's finally slain the 2 trolls after getting his shit and fixing his bow. We get on the raft, we start rowing out, and, it gets, And then, in the middle of the night, in this tiny, like, shallow river full of rocks, there's fog. Now I can't even see to steer, so I'm like, Kiko, go to the front of the boat, you're gonna be the eyes now. Cause I can't see shit. So he's standing at the front of the boat. He's supposed to be, keyword, supposed to be directing me from hitting the rocks. We hit every rock. And at one point, we are sailing, we get stuck on a rock really, really bad. Like, the boat's, like, half tipped on its side. And we're like, okay, well, we gotta try and, like, knock it off, or else we're never gonna get out of here. So Kiko does that, he gets on the shoreline, he starts jumping on the boat, trying to, like, knock it off, and, I'm standing there, like, watching this for a second, like, trying to figure out the best course of action. And I hear a sound behind me, like, I heard, like, the little, like, gray dwarf, like, kind of weird fucking gurgly noise they do. I'm like, fantastic. A gray dwarf at this moment. I love it. And I turn around, in the fog, like, it's thick as fuck. Like, you can't see, like, 5 feet in front of you in this fog. It's atmospheric. And I turn around, and, I see the gray dwarf is being attacked by something. And I'm like, oh, good, maybe it's a skeleton. Maybe it's, you know, gonna take the gray dwarf out for me. It does. And I'm like, I wonder what it was. Because it starts running, like, it runs like a player. And I notice it has green eyes and an axe. I later found out this is a Draugr. But I didn't fight us. But I saw it run away with its green eyes and an axe. And I just, like, look at Kiko and I'm like, we need to go. We need to get the fuck out. And I've dragged poor Kiko away. Like, he just barely managed to get the boat out of the water or off the rock. And I'm like, just go. Get us out of here. We need to leave. I'm, like, screaming at him to give me the oar back because I'm fucking stressed. I'm so sorry, Kiko. If you see this VOD, I'm so sorry. I know I was yelling a lot and I was angry, but it wasn't at you, I swear. But we finally managed to get out of there with our lives intact somehow. And we managed to get out just as daylight breaks because we lost one boat to a sea serpent. So, daylight means no sea serpents. And I'm like, oh, yes. Bless. We cross the ocean just in time for it to be nighttime. And, then we go home. We get in the house. We end the game for that night. And man, it just, like, it was just the most frustrating game ever. Like, I don't know how it could have gone any more wrong than that. And I hope to God it never goes that wrong again. The end. Gonna fix his hair a little bit here. I feel like it needs a little more expansion for the floof. Get a little here. Gonna make sure this one's moved too. So that way, if I do end up drawing the Nakey version, it will be all Gucci. Okay. Back to the lines. I still can't wait to play Valheim though. I'm already looking like how to fight Bone Mass, because I'm gonna be real, like, I really should have researched going into that fight like what we were exactly up against, since like we probably could have like easily clapped the Elder had I not been underprepared. So that one's on me, Kiko. I'm sorry. But next time, when we go into the swamp, next time, I will be more prepared for fighting a Forsaken. Come on, fix the ear a little bit. There we go. Perfect. I need to calm you or do a trade with your. Really? I would love that. Like, no cap. I would love to do a calm or a trade. Preferably a calm, because I'm struggling with money right now, but like, for you, because you did such amazing work on my sweatshirt, I would not be opposed to it, at the very least a trade. You are the exception, Felix. I'm gonna fix the ear. I'm like getting really into this line art. I don't know if this is just me, and I would love to hear from like other people, specifically like non-artists, people who don't draw their own art. Do you ever really pay as like super close attention to like the line art and stuff? Because I always do, and I'm always worried. Like, I see my line art, I'm like, oh my god, my lines are like, they're not sharp enough. They need to be sharper at the ends. They need to be crisper. They need to be cleaner. La 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 la. And I'm just like sitting here, I'm like, does anybody actually notice like when I'm freaking out about line art? Does anybody actually sit there and go, oh man, like, her lines aren't crispy, she's got a tangent over here, like, you know, all that kind of shit? Or am I just being crazy and like pushing myself like harder than is necessary? Because I pay like really close attention while I'm drawing, but I'm also like up in the details, you know? Like, nobody is generally staring at like the ear of a character like as intensely as I am right now. Unless, of course, you're like, you know, obviously drawing the character. Because, like, if you were to view the character out here, it doesn't look that bad. Honestly, as someone that just looks at art until someone points out, I do not notice it. I need to think that way sometimes. Yeah, seriously, like I feel like sometimes as artists, we tend to get, like, so caught up on the little details that, like, when it comes to like, the normal average viewer who doesn't, like, you know, intensely stare at, like, art, you know, doesn't invest in the line work on, like, a molecular level, I feel like sometimes we just need to give ourselves a break. Like, chill. You ever think stuff bad? Oh, me too! Like, I feel like this is another artist quirk. Just artist quirk things. Teehee. Ow! Thank you, Josh. Hashtag just artist things. You ever do that thing where you draw a piece of art and like for like the first couple days or so you think this is like the best art you've ever produced? You're like, this is god tier. Like I'm so good at art. Oh, go easy on yourself. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. Sometimes you need somebody to remind you. But like you see your art and like for the first couple days it's like, this is the best art I've ever created. It's so beautiful. Nothing could top this. And then like you look at it like a week later and you just start nitpicking all the things that are wrong with it. You're like, the color palette is off, there's a tangent over here by their eye, there's, I don't know, the crispness of that tree is off. Like you just start finding all the little faults. Yeah. Like I was doing that a little while ago because I was looking at Where Kara again. I was trying to art dump my fur affinity because I haven't touched that website in forever, and I really should because I probably could get a lot of commissions from there. But besides that, I was art dumping on my fur affinity to try and like update with what I'd recently been doing. And like I saw Where Kara again, and I remember like when I produced it back at the end of October being like, man, this is such a good piece, I love it so much, I was so proud of it. And I'm looking at it now and I'm like, there's so many things wrong. I'm like, I could have done this and so much better, I could have done that so much better, blah 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 blah. It's just kind of like, man, where did the love go? I used to love it, and now I'm like, ew, it's disgusting, it's icky, it's gross. But I also can't really be mad because, like, I take that, like, when you can look back at your art and be like, oh, it's so gross, it's so bad. You look at it, like, years later, and I think that shows that you've made an improvement in my eyes. Every time you draw pastel shit, I'm like, that's it, I'm a fucking god. You'll notice that one dot! Oh! Oh, man, this one killed me. Because I did something like that. With a piece I did, because I drew a self-insert one point. You can all yell at me later. I did a self-insert of like me and Bakugo from like I was about to say Attack on Titan, from My Hero Academia. I drew a self-insert of me and Bakugo holding hands. And like at first, like on the canvas, I was like, this is so good. It's great, I love it. And then I looked at it in the viewer, like the photo viewer on like PC, and there was one line. There was a line that went from like Bakugo's shoulder outward. It was like a pastel, like blonde line, like the color of his hair. And I'm just sitting there like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I spent hours on this shit. I hate when that happens so much. Or same with Wispy's kimono, like, for the most part, you're not gonna notice this. I didn't, because it was on a white or a clear background, like, or the color was just not strong enough. But there's a little line, and it pisses me off when I see that. I'm like, no, we were so close. Hashtag just artist things. I hope this is relatable for all you artists out there. Teehee. Ooh, woo, what's this? Notices your artist struggles. Oh, he's looking so good. He's looking like a little baby. I fucking love him. Gonna give him little snuggles. This looks like a very snuggly character. You know, actually, I'm trying to get in the habit of, like, I feel like a nice thing to do would be, outlining in thick lines, but, like, I don't know. Some pieces I do it, some pieces I don't. Depends really what I'm going for, and also, like, some people don't like the thick outlines on the outside. My Discord PFP, there's a random dot right under his arm! See, like, I feel like for you, though, I would never have noticed that because it is a PFP. Like, maybe if I had seen the full image. Or maybe, oh, did I see it? Because if I did, I don't think I noticed. If it's in the art section of the Discord, like, on God, I don't think I noticed. So there you go. Oh my god, I'm literally proving my own point. That we as artists tend to, like, overthink a little too hard, and then we look, and, like, a normal viewer's just like, I didn't see that. Until you pointed it out, that is. Man. Hashtag relatable. like to check the line thickness too when I zoom out though sometimes. Because like, especially for edge lines. Sometimes like I like to make the edge lines a little on the thicker side. Just because like, it is connecting to the edge. And also if you use the paintbrush tool, it's great. I don't normally use the paintbrush tool. Usually when I put in color, I do it by hand. Just because the paintbrush tool doesn't always work. The paintbrush tool can be a little... Or paint bucket. I keep saying paintbrush. Paint bucket tool can be a little special sometimes. And then I'm going to do this. Go. Now just erase. I love doing this. This is how I do my line art. It's hard to notice because the bright background overpainted clothing pattern, but you noticed it an hour after posting. I have done that on occasion, usually with my Sona, because when I'm drawing Nakara, there's one thing about Nakara's werewolf, like, or furry version, depending on which I'm doing at the time. But like, there's one thing that she has on both of her versions. And it's like this little like golden colored W on her forehead, or W-ish thing. It's not really a W. But she has like that little thing on her forehead as part of her design. And I do this thing all the time is when I'm drawing her character where I just forget to put it on. And I'll draw the art and I'll be like, oh, it's so beautiful, it's ready to post. And I'll go to post it. And I'll look back and I'm like, she doesn't have the W. So I feel bad because I'll have to like retake down the art and I'll have to like quickly like sketch in the W. And just hope to God, like, if I do it, I just hope to God nobody noticed when I upload the art. And just be like, just pretend I uploaded it for the first time again. Like, hey guys, here's my art that I totally didn't re-upload because I forgot a part of my own character's design. Art is fun sometimes. Art is fun. Like, don't let me complain, like, joking and complaining here. Art is fun. I would not change what I'm doing for anything. I love to draw. I've done that with the lion's eye bags. See, like, honestly, even if a piece of art, like, a character is, like, it could be fucking integral to a character, and I've probably forgotten it. Because the W used to be a part of, like, Nakara's silly little lore back when I was, like, an edgy teenager. Trying to, like, you know, make up a backstory for this character. Because currently, right now, Nakara doesn't have, like, a canonical lore. She has, like, bits and pieces that could become canonical. But, like, there's nothing definitively canon about her. So, like, that's why I can throw Nakara into so many different franchises, and that's kind of why I like to do that with her. Because she has no lore. She can literally mix and match. I can throw her whatever the fuck I like. And nobody can tell me no. Because they can't be like, you can't do that, that's not part of her lore. Be like, yes I can. Because she doesn't have lore. I'm also bad at writing lore. Otherwise I probably would have some by now. I'm so sorry if those of you who are like invested in VTubers for VTuber lore. I'm sorry, I'm just a silly little werewolf lady who draws and swears. Fuck. Just a silly little guy. You wouldn't hurt a silly little guy, would you, right? Just a silly little lady, silly little fella. You'll subscribe to a silly little guy, right? It's a silly little lady. Ow, thanks. Hashtag sub to silly guys. Shh. There we go. It's a lot better. I'm trying to get in the habit too of like taking breaks and viewing the character from afar. So as long as the line art reads good from afar, it's Gucci. Yes, with love. Oh, thank you. Okay. I'm also not gonna line art in most of the spots. Most of that is going to be done via coloring. So if you don't see me like lining in the eye spots or anything like that, that is why. Oh. Gonna reduce this a little bit. I also tried to go with like a softer line approach with this little guy. Like, most of his fur doesn't really end in hard, like, pointy shapes. It all ends, like, all the tips tend to round out. And I think that's a nice little addition, personally. And then I go... As an artist, you know, you have to... I hope I'm not the only artist out there who makes, like, silly little noises when I'm trying to draw, like, a specific line. Because I swear to God, it helps. Like, sometimes you have to make a weird noise while you're doing a line. Like a shwee. It makes the line better. It makes it better. Like, that line, gorgeous, top tier. All because I made the shwerp noise. Oh, damn it, the smoothing's on. There we go. Need a sippy, hold on. I'm gonna save the eyes for last, because I think that's gonna be the part that's gonna frustrate me a lot. Okay, and then... Yep. I'm doing a cross-hatching in my sketches. Always go hell yeah. Noises just make everything better. I would play, like, copyrighted music, too, because I personally feel like I do a really good when I'm singing, but, like, you know, Twitch will yell at me, and I don't want Papa Twitch to stop giving me money. Like, as much as I would love to play some, like, Set It Off here, I am a woke weighty, and I need Papa Twitch to feed me. Maybe one day I'll do, like, a VOD where, like, I just play music and I don't have to worry about it. Or not a VOD, but, like, turn the VODs off so I don't get the, you know, copyright strike, whatever Twitch does. You know what Twitch do. See, I did it. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta make the noise. And then bada bing, bada boom. I should also try and do, like, maybe do some streams where I push myself to do art that I don't normally do, like styles or mediums that I don't normally do. Like, I saw a TikTok recently of somebody doing, like, a master study where, like, essentially a master study is like, how do I describe it? It's like the professional way of tracing, in a way, or copying. Because, like, what a master study is, essentially, is you find a piece of art you like from like an artist you really like, and you essentially, like, try to recreate it to the best of your ability. So you're essentially just literally copying the artist's work. But, like, it's kind of good because gets you thinking of like how this artist might have done this, like what techniques they use, things like that. So I do that all the time. I'll spin the canvas around, and somehow like spinning the canvas around makes my brain function better. I don't know. Hold on, I got an idea. Better. I like it. But I'm thinking of like maybe I should try and do like a master study or something, or do just like not even a master study, but just like studies in general on stream. Like maybe do like a study where I am trying to practice drawing, I don't know, horses, because horses are fucking weird. Any artist who has to draw horses, no, it's not fun. But like maybe do that, like practice so I can get better animal heads, especially. Because like, I mean, obviously, knowing how to draw animals is kind of like an integral part of what I'm doing here. If I didn't know how to draw animals, I wouldn't be a very good furry artist now, would I? That one didn't work out at all. I think I need to do, yeah, like this. Gotta get the whole arm into it. I also need to do some more techniques with like inking and stuff. Like I was watching a video the other day of like, you know, what techniques do people use to do like inking, and like it was mostly about techniques in terms of like learning how to vary your line pressure, like get more confident strokes, because like I don't know if y'all can tell right now, but I am using a program to get my lines this clean. It's called Lazy Nezumi, for any of you who use it. And I love Lazy Nezumi. It's great. It's great for more than just smooth lines. Like it has the ability to help you with like perspective. A lot of people I know use it for perspective. Great tool. Absolutely great. But like a lot of artists, you know, a lot of like professional inkers and stuff for like comics and everything don't need to use like brush stabilizers, or like use it only in like specific situations. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Like if you need to use a brush stabilizer, I mean clearly I can't really speak, I'm doing it right now. But like I would love to like work on getting more confident, and also like helping other people like learn ways to help themselves get more confident with their work. You know? Because that's kind of what we're all here for, right? Even if you could be here just listening to me ramble on about my video game shenanigans, or you might be here to see how I draw stuff and, you know, use that to recreate in your art later on. Which is totally okay. Whatever reason you're here, I'm glad you're here. Or it could just be to show support. All are valid ways. Oh, I released my pressure. And then from here I go. Perfect. these little beans. They're so cute. Maybe do like a thicker bean line up here. Try to like vary. I'm trying to do my best to vary the line weight. So that way you can get a sense of like where the thickest parts of like what I'm drawing is. Nice. This is so peaceful. Sometimes art is either really frustrating or really peaceful, and right now, I'm having a moment. Just kind of like getting the zen, you know what I mean? Anybody ever get in like the zone? You know, the zone TM when you're doing art? Because I think I'm hitting that right now. Oh no! I lied. Just kidding. There, better. Oh, I heard like a specific beat in the song just for a second. I had like a moment where all I could think of was Linda Belcher's song from Bob's Burgers. Pass the cranberry sauce. We're having mashed potatoes. Oh, the turkey looks great. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being there. Thank you for loving me. The whole world's thinking. Everyone's thinking you. I gotta watch some more Bob's Burgers one of these days. It's been a hot minute since I've actually watched it. I'm gonna turn that off for a second so I can see the line here. There. Perfect. Good. I think I might have to freehand this one. Thankfully the lines are the area's small enough it's easy to freehand. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Looking good. I think I might try and like smooth out the transition up here though. There we go, that's a little better. Let's see. Alright, leggy time. Oh, wrong layer. Oh wait, no, it's not the wrong layer, it's the wrong brush. I do that all the time. Wrong brush all the time. Nope. And there we go. And then right there. Perfect. Gotta have little fuzzies. Oh. That's pretty good. Ah, that one wasn't good. Gotta do a little overshoot, that's fine. Sometimes you just gotta overshoot in art. Overshooting is not bad. And remember, kids, it's okay to overshoot sometimes. God, I feel like Sunstone for a second. That's pretty good. I like that one, actually. Nice. I would like to fix that transition there, but otherwise it's a good line. Not quite. Better. Nice. Oh, his little fuzzies. He's so close. He's getting there. Alright, now I gotta work on the toe beans. The most integral part of any animal. No, I don't like that one. That toe bean was not right. Trying to get into the habit of using my whole shoulder more instead of just my wrist, because this kind of goes back to that video I was watching with the whole inking techniques, but like it's really good to get in the habit of using your whole shoulder, because that way you can get more confident lines. Like, especially when it comes to like round lines, they'll look a lot better. Like that one. Around, you say? I like 'em big. I like 'em chunky. I like them round. I like them plumpy. There we go. Beans. Little kitty beans. I'm sorry, I heard the round and all I could think of was fucking Moto. My name is Moto. Yeah, you say it double. So we go, Moto. Alright, girl. Moto. No. That one didn't go right. And then boop. I did it. No, I love that is what you went to. Good. Excellent. I feel like everybody needs to hear Moto more often. Look out! I think Moto likes you. Here he comes. I remember when that meme was like that animation meme was like really big on YouTube. Like every YouTube artist I knew was like doing a Moto meme. I especially remember like Seal Maru. Seal Maru is one of my favorite artists. And their version of Moto, like actually their version of most memes, honestly, like were so good. I think they were like one of my like the first animation like memers on YouTube that I ever watched. Like, them and, like, Titania. I think Titania was, like, the other big one. Like, there's like, if you like furry animation memes, there's, like, a couple, like, you'll know of who were, like, really big on YouTube. Still are pretty big on YouTube, honestly. I couldn't say were, I should say are. So I think, I can't remember if Sealmaru still does content or not for YouTube. I think I'm gonna go fix up these toes over here, make them a little sharper. That's a little better. So you do art. Mind if I ask a question? Sure, what's your question? Oh, I just noticed I didn't do the arm. You're trying to type fast? Nay, no worries. I mean, we're just vibing right now, so, like, I don't think you're gonna miss much if you don't type fast enough. So, as an artist, how would you personally take an art tracer? Well, now that is not okay. There's a difference between, like, tracing for art for learning, and there's a difference between tracing an art and saying it's yours. You just missed it, Remy. I was mentioning about, like, how on TikTok, there was this person I was, looking at who was doing, what we in, like, the art world, like, I guess you would say it's like the classical art world, what are doing what's called a master study, where, you essentially take art that's already been made. Like, in this one, this person took, like, a painting of a cat, right? I asked this just because I just confirmed someone is an art tracer. Gross. Well, hold on. Let me get into the nuances here of art tracing. Because if it's, like... Let me get into that. Let me finish my point. But, like... So, for instance, that person was copying art. They weren't necessarily tracing, but they were essentially, like, copying the art. But that is for, like, that kind of thing, like a master study. Can you do it? When you're doing a master study, you'll see the reason people do this is because they, in fact, are learning how to get their brains into thinking of other ways of drawing that they might not be used to. For instance, like, perhaps they see, like, something in a piece of art, and they're like, indeed, I wonder what kind of brush the artist might have used to create this effect of sorts. Okay, new rule in Nakara, whenever she's, like, teaching stuff, I have to do posh, like, overly posh British voice. Now, you see, there are various nuances when it comes to tracing art. The one you have mentioned here, where you, I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry, my local British man. I'm insulting you guys. But the various nuances when it comes to tracing art, there are art copiers such as with the master study, which is okay as long as you're not claiming it as your own. You can claim the art itself as your own, but the piece inspired by it. I may be lurking, but I'm still here. We don't talk about my Scottish impression. I don't either, so I feel you. Then there is again, like, a lot of tracers, like, start off, like, people will start off with, tracing, like, for instance, I don't know if you guys ever went to, like, scholastic book fairs or anything of the sort as, like, kids, but one of the things I did was, like, our school would host these scholastic book fairs when we were little, to try and, you know, get children into reading, teach them the love of reading and all that. Your throat just hurts from it. Rip. And one of the things that this book fair would give you is they would, be selling, art books. But, like, it's specifically, like, maybe not necessarily meant for tracing, but it's like one of those like how to draw kind of books, you know what I mean? And like I remember when I was a kid, I had this one for Pokemon. And I loved this book. Okay, hold on, where's perspective ellipse? There it is. And I personally, you can yell at me all you want. You're lucky I can't force you into a major rip. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But, one of the art books I had was an art book on how to draw Pokemon. And, like, I use this art book a lot, but I would also, like, trace from it, too. So, yeah, I would take this art book and I would just essentially trace all these Pokemons. Granted, you're supposed to, the way you're supposed to do it is, like, you don't trace it per se, you're supposed to draw it on your own and do it that way, but, you know, I'm, like, you know, 7. Oh, fuck! Damn it! Okay, hold on, give me a second. I'm sorry. Ice Bear, you have to move. Maid dress. Hold on, I have to make sure I face the camera for this, or else it can, mess up. Alright, the maid outfit has been acquired. Okay, are you happy now? It doesn't like to, I think it sits on my hair and not my body, but I can't really do much about that. Anyway, back to story time. So, like, yeah. That is technically one way to be like an art tracer too. That one I would say is less egregious because those books are specifically designed to be traced, but it's still, regardless, it is still tracing a piece of art. But I think above all, like, and I think most artists would agree with me on this, anybody who traces art just to claim it as theirs, that is no-go. That is bad. Very bad. I personally do not like art tracers who claim art is theirs, because it's bad. We will say, we are even for the Brit impression. Okay, okay. I'm glad we're even Steven now. Pass the cranberry sauce. We're having mashed potatoes. Oh, the turkey looks great. Thank you for loving me. Oh, dang it. Hold on. I need to figure out what's going on with, like, tits or something, because I keep getting this stupid thing where every so often, it will just stop, like, be like, oh, I can't authenticate it. I mean, I used to trace, like, muscle memory. Yeah, that's one thing. But plagiarizing, like, tracing to steal versus tracing to learn are, I think, two very different things. Especially, like, depending on the age of the person, too, and, like, the skill level. There's differences as well. Like, I can't really be as mad as, like, you know, a 5-7-year-old tracing a piece of art as I can be with, like, a 40-year-old adult who's supposed to be a professional in, like, the industry they're in, right? Very different things. Hey, it's Mylon! Hello! Welcome in! We're drawing Kitty. Here, look, you can see Kitty. Here, let me zoom out so y'all can see while I introduce who I am. Hello, Raiders. For those of you who don't know who I am, it is me, Nakara. I am Stinky Werewolf, who is now apparently a maid. And I am doing some arts. Thank you for the shout out. Yeah, I got commissioned to draw a snow leopard. So we are drawing a little kimono snow leopard. We're almost done with the line arting, and we're gonna soon get to the flats. The flat colors, my favorite part. Playing some Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, no, but if a 40-year-old man is, like, tracing art and, like, trying to, like, pass it off as your own, get the fuck out. That's bad. Get out of here. We were just having a discussion on, like, people who plagiarize art. And in my humble opinions as an artist, bad. Go away. You make us look bad. Alright, time to draw Kibi Eye. Hold on, I might actually turn the base off for this so I can, like, better see the Kibby eye itself. I'm sorry if my avatar freaks out, because I am, like, leaning very intensely into my computer so I can, like, you know, do my lines and shit. So if I freak out a little bit, that's why my camera can't figure out how to catch. I'm gonna give the equivalent of my boomstick. All right, and then we'll do it over here. Okay, I'll wait. I'm gonna frick. I know what to do. I'm making these noises because they make me better. As a professional artist, I feel like all artists have like a noise they do when they're doing certain line shapes. And that is mine. He's beautiful! The noises improve quality. Exactly! Exactly, okay? That's what they do. They're there for quality. Un momento, I'm gonna turn the references off really quick. I need to go grab some references that I can throw in here for colors. That is not the right one. I want that one. Thank very much. Bless. Okay. Let's just zoom this down a little bit. We don't need it quite so lorg. Okay. Can I grab it? I want to grab it. Thank you. Put it down here. You need to grab some nom-noms. I need to grab nom-noms too after this. I'm gonna be hungry. Alright. So, overall, we're gonna make the character this gray. But you have a good time. We'll see you later. Feel like coming back if you want. Or don't. I'll be here. Nom-nom. What am I gonna nom-nom? That is actually a very good question. I have not decided what I'm going to nom-nom when this is over. I'm like one of those people who, I call it scavenging when I gotta go find my nom-noms. Like, I'll just run around the house for, like, a minute or two just being like, you know, looking over my, my options, seeing what I like. Select, modify, contract by 2. And then from there, I will decide what I would like to eat. I'm gonna do lines. Block that off so I don't accidentally color into it, because I would cry. Or actually, hold on, wait. Let me check. Bring me back to the reference sheet. Reference sheet! Okay, no, that's the same color. Okay, Gucci. Now we can put up Snow Leopard. Now I'll put the references back up, because now we gotta look at snow leopards and their colorations, as well as what he does for his character. Now let me see here. Does this one have the underbelly? Because I noticed in a different one. This one's a little different. This one has shading though, so I'm not gonna use it. I think instead I might use this one for coloration as well. Just because this one has more distinct coloration. Put it up here as well. So, let me take the gray of this one. Because I noticed in that one and this new piece, there's 2 different colors. So, we'll just work on that. I already had mac and cheese earlier today, though, so... And I don't have any more, so I can't nom-nom mac and cheese, unfortunately. But there'll be other stuff to nom-nom. Okay. So now, not that one, I want the other one. The Undertale. Undertale! Sans Undertale! God. Alright, now we're gonna turn the base back on, turn it up a little bit so we can see the coloration. Perfect. Now, let me see Snow Leopard. Can I see, like, a Snow Leopard tummy, please? Perfect! That's a beautiful pose. Snow leopard's so graceful, people. Look at him. Look at that graceful cat. Now, I got the other color. I'm actually gonna make it soft round, but like keep it hard. Oh, I was like, why isn't this working? It's because... It's because I was on the wrong brush type. Like a silly goose. There we go. Let me take a look here. Yeah, for the most part, that's pretty accurate. Now I'm gonna go back in here. Come on, click it. Thank you. God, I hate when it does that. Snow leopard tummy. Pretty good. I'll keep that image just because I don't want to lose it. I like that one for references. Don't look at my Pinterest, my For You page. Pinterest is lying to you. There we go. That's a pretty good one. I'm gonna use my mix of like realistic and not. Looks like snow leopards, yeah, they tend to have like cheeky poofs. No. Oh, the music sounds like there's a cat purring in the background too. Pretty good. I'm gonna go... I have no idea what that cat is doing, but you know what? Good for him, I guess. Snow leopards. You have a little white around their eyes. Maybe I'll do that. Do that too. I do have a Pinterest somewhere with my snow leopard fur pelt patterns on it in here. This might actually help me even better because it helps to simplify the pelt colors. Because I want to make sure he looks like a, there it is, a fairly accurate snow leopard. Right down here. Too far. Snow leopard. Right around here. Perfect. He looks so cute. Okay. I just need to color in the rest. I'm gonna be a little messy with like around the hair and stuff because I'm gonna change it later, so it's fine. Just gotta get it in. That's what I worry about. This should be all fine and dandy down here. Gonna look at the pelt colors again. So yeah, the snow leopard kind of has their gray go all the way down to their paws. It's the underside of the paws that you would need to worry about. Yeah. Alright, now that we've got all the whites established, let's go back to here, get the color of his hair. Because to me it looks like it's the same colors like the underbelly, I think. Because I don't really see like a differentiating color for it. So there we go. Just gotta be careful about like getting it onto the wrong parts of the color palette. I think I'm gonna turn off the bases for right now too, just so I can really make sure I get the lines correct here. Nice. Cute. I can't wait to start putting in the colors for the spots and stuff. That should be all the hair color. I think I'm gonna color the ears white for now too, because I'm pretty sure if I look at the line art again, or the references. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna start getting to some of the darker colors. Gonna do it till right about here, and then I'll worry about adding in the dark around there with a soft brush. Same with right there. Perfect. Oh. A couple of the spots didn't get colored in right. Alright, good. Meow meow. Alright, now let's put on the bases again. Okay, gonna grab in here for the lines. Alright. Get the eyeballs colored in. At least the whites of the eyes colored. Man, wow, my camera's really not catching my face. That's okay. Add in the whites. So it looks a little more natural. Not quite so silly. And his little nosy. Perfect. Now I'm gonna do the hoodie. Now I'll do the bases next. Keep working on that. Oh wait, that's the line art. I don't want that. I want... Ah, shoot! I want the bases turned up so I can see it over the colors, right? It's the colors, yeah. Okay. Good. I can't wait to see him with all the spots. It's gonna look so good. And I can see it. Still see the line art a little bit underneath. It's kind of hard to tell with the black, but I can still see it, so it's fine. Okay, next side, I need another sippy. To that one a little later just because it's so big. It's gonna hurt. Gonna hurt my hand. Until I can make the brush size bigger anyway. Get these spots in. Sometimes I'm pressing too hard, but it's also like I don't want to adjust the brush size yet until after I've gotten like all the spots in. Checking to see how he's looking so far. spots are really helping to, like, make him come together, I think. Really sell that, like, snow leopardiness to him. A second. Getting a little sore. I'm getting a little too aggressive with my holding down of the pen. Go. The legs are almost done. And then we just need to move on to the tail to get those spots filled in. And then some of these spots, if you notice, they have like a circle in the center. That's because I need to put like a different color gray in there. Fill in like a lot of color in one space, and then I realized I'd colored slightly outside the line. This is a 10. Helped color it in a little better. Go. Check the legs too, like make sure all the color is in properly, like right there I missed a spot. Make sure all the spots look the way I want them to. Before we go on, because sometimes it's hard to tell even though the base is see-through. This, and then around and get the little loop, and then back up, and then this way. Just gonna turn that off so I can see a little better. Color this in. I'll get those ones a little more solidly when I get this colored, because I see there's some edges around the there I missed. There we go. And then I think, hold on, I gotta check the tail tip here. I think his tail tip is black. Yeah, it is, okay. There we go. on some smaller dots for a second while I give my hand a rest, because they don't require me to push as hard as like I was about to say the older brushes. the bigger spots. My brain can't brain right now. For some reason, like, I got like heckin' like sleepy. I don't know why, even though I've been like sleeping all day. I wonder if it has something to do with my flu shot, since I just got my vaccine yesterday, and my arm is still fairly sore. Not so sore I can't draw, but like sore enough that it's still noticeable when I move, like right now. So maybe that might be part of my exhaustion, is just my body trying to fight the vaccine, which would make sense. It's kind of the point of the vaccine, is to get your body learning how to fight it. Because I'm gonna have another vaccine pretty soon anyway for my, I think it's my second booster, because I have like the two base Moderna ones. Ow! Oh my god, you scared me, Void! Holy crap! Oh, I was not expecting you to hit me. Well, I guess that woke me up. Hi, Void! Hello, Void! Welcome in! I'm drawing a snow leopard. Widow furry snow leopard. Thank you for awakening me. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. No problem. God. You just woke up from a nap? Understandable. Nice. Sounds nice. I probably, like, should have taken a nap, but you know what? We're here. We're doing life. We're raw dogging this bitch, so I don't care. Oh. See another part that didn't get quite lined in. Hate when I do that. Oh, we still got a lot of spots left. Spots are one of those things that's like, it's like, I love it, I hate it, because on the one hand it's like, it's tedious, so like, you can kind of like shut your brain off and just, you know, color in the spots, but on the other hand, it's tedious, and my ADHD brain like fucking goes like, no, more, give us more interesting shit. It just be like that sometimes. Like, I love and I hate tedium. It's one of those things that, like, I have to be, like, in the mood for it. Or, like, have to mentally prepare myself for. Or else I can get, like, very frustrated very fast. Of just like, oh, this is so boring. Or I have to have something, you know, keeping me distracted, kind of like why I play music all the time. So I'm listening to music and I'm drawing. I don't notice the tedium as bad. Though with this kind of music, like with the background music I have right now, the copyright-free stuff, the lo-fi, I do notice it a lot simply because of the fact that I don't have any lyrics to focus on. Like, I can hear the music in the background and like my brain is noticing that's going on. But like there's something different about like when you're, you know, trying to remember the lyrics of the song while doing something else at the same time. I don't know. Maybe my brain just likes too much stimuli at once. My brain cannot cope with low stimuli. Square. There we go. Almost to the end of the spots, and then we get to color in the second part of the spots, which is the inner spot of some of these spots. Here we go. And then we just gotta color the tip of the tail in black. And I just gotta make sure I check that all the spots that need to be in black, like, are fully covered. That, like, the lines make sense. There. And then we just go around. Perfect. Turn the base off. I'm gonna soup up these lines a little bit. Hopefully my eyes aren't picking out too much in the way of, like, missed black spots, so... Other than around the tail, but I'll have to come back. Come back to that one. With this brush. Make sure I don't overshoot it. Looks pretty good. Okay. Oh yeah, now it's coming together. Oh yeah, it's coming together. Alright. Now it's time to check what he has for his inner tail colors. It's looking like this. Alright. Hopefully if there was any black spots I missed in there, this will cover it. Oh yeah, no, that really looks like a snow leopard. However, there's one thing I do want to change. There we go. Now we should need to get the hoodie. Now I'm gonna go with this version. The best. I'll come back to the arms in a bit. For now, we're just gonna focus on getting the hoodie itself colored. Because I know the arms have a slightly different color to them, it looks like. Is that the most of the main hoodie? Yeah, I just gotta get down bottom here. There we go. Get those fingies. Uh-oh. I just realized I colored in the fingies when I shouldn't have. It's okay, I'll come back, I'll fix those. Okay, so we got the hoodie. Add this color for the arms. And we'll make the aglets a different color too, but I'll worry about that at another point. Gotta zoom in here because I notice I can't see the edging quite well enough around here. There we go. Oh, I hate when it does that. Come on. Not the rotate tool anymore. I want this. Thank you. Alright, now we just gotta do the gloves. Right here. His little hand glovies. I love the like slight differences in the black of his outfit. That's something so nice about it. There. Then I just gotta get the fingers fixed. I actually add a little something else to his fingers too. Perfect. Wait, let me check something else over here. Okay. Now I have to do line based. There we go. And then I think it's just the eyes now, and then the actual color of the... I'm gonna like steal like the teal color in here. Because on one side it's like more teal, on another side it's like this color. I'm gonna try and do like in the middle. he's got... Oh, wait, I lied. I was about to say he's got all his flats, but he does not. He, in fact, is missing a thing. His little pausey prints. Also, I think I missed something with the line art as well. I don't care. Yeah, I did. Oopsies! Fix it. I better fix it now. There we go. Perfect. Now he's got his flats. Aw, he looks so cute. And just to add a little more cuteness to him. Gonna put it, where did I have it? Now I'll do it like... Nah, I'll just do it by hand. I don't need to try and trace it. Oh shoot, I went too far. Alright. Oh, was I muted? No. Am I muted? No. Sorry, I must have just gotten really quiet. I was in the focus zone, you know? But he came out so good. Look at him. He's a cute little guy. Cute little baby. Ugh. My bae. I must not have looked over to see if there was anybody who commented. There was a lull in the chat. So I got a little spaced out, zoned out, if you will. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I am getting a little tired though. I think part of my vaccine that I got yesterday, my shoulder's still a little swollen from it, and I think I might just be having some general exhaustion from, you know, my body working to fight it off, which is what it's supposed to be doing. It is a vaccine after all. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Though I think I might end a little early with how I'm feeling. So we'll see. But let's I want to add something here. I would like to add like some sort of color differentiation. Now that we've got all the patterns down and all that. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a look at one of my favorite artists to see how they do shading. There's like some of these ones. That one's got pretty good, but I want like more dynamic. No, even more dynamic. Could do blue. Blue is good. I mean, it is his color palette after all. The shading is Gucci. Ooh, like this one. Yeah, this one has like a greenish to reddish variant. I might do that. I'm gonna call this I_highlights. I spelled highlights wrong, but there we go. Because it's like that, or I could do... I don't know. Because I'm worried about making it too warm, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll make it more like on the purpley side. On a different one, like a greenish blue. Gotta be like very faint. Maybe I'll worry about that later. I should worry more about the shading first. But I think, yeah, I think for now I'm gonna call it here, just because I'm fading fast, and I'd rather not be sitting here being boring while I'm getting sleepy. But thank you all so much for joining me today, for those of you who are here. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some more Valheim with Shamanic Wolf, so if you missed the collab, you should definitely check it out tomorrow. It's going to be sick. Hopefully we can fight the Elder, and hopefully this time it'll go better than me with Kiko. Because, yeah, that was a story, Shaman. You missed that one. Just keep you posted? Alright, sounds Gucci. But for now, I'm gonna take a take a peek here and turn the references off. Who's online tonight? Ooh, we got a lot of people on tonight. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna send y'all to Eyes of Aether tonight, because they're playing some Resident Evil Village, and I love the Resident Evil games, especially like Village and stuff. Love me some werewolf aesthetics, as if you couldn't tell. But other than that, I will be seeing you guys tomorrow for the continuation of our shenanigans over in Valheim. So have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye!